Nia, we're on to the questions. All right, Norway. When are you coming to Norway, man? We would love it, man. We need it before we end up like Sweden. Have a nice weekend and go f yourself. Oh, he's trashing Sweden. Hey, Nia, people want to know when I'm going to come to Norway. Oh, is it Nia +1?
I brought my +1.
There you go. A little baby Boo Bear there. Here you go.
You gotta make some room for me.
You can't sit in that chair right there?
No.
You didn't even entertain that option. All right. Upside down, you're turning me. Giving love instinctively.
Okay.
Round in. Yeah, I was talking about Deep Into the Blue Ocean with Jessica Alba and Paul Walker.
Into the blue.
Into the blue.
Into the blue.
I'll have a blue.
That racist ass movie.
Ocean. Racist?
Yes.
How is it racist? I watched it as a white person and I didn't have a problem with any of it.
Surprise, surprise.
What did you see?
No, that scene where they had the
Talk into the mic for the love of Christ.
You know what? People have tweeted me and have been like, we can hear you just fine.
Well, then they would say that I was too fucking loud.
I mean, yeah.
But they haven't.
They're used to it by now. All right, I'm talking to the microphone. No, there was this one. So this movie takes place in the Bahamas, right? But of course, you know, there's like barely any black people in it. And
it's white people on vacation.
They're not on vacation. They live and work there, except for Scott.
Jessica Alba's not white.
Oh, right.
Oh, shit. Now who's not being racially sensitive?
Yeah, okay, fine. She's not white. But they're in the Bahamas. That's where black people live. Anyway, can I get finished telling you how Anyway, one of the guys that either works for them or works with them in some capacity, he has like maybe 2 lines, and one of them is, I gotta go. My baby mama is hassling me over a weave, or like needs me to give her money for a weave.
Needs a new weave.
Needs a new weave. Like, what the fuck?
They were capturing the black experience.
No. They can't give him a line that has any kind of like dignity, like, oh, I gotta go. I told my wife I'd watch the baby. Or, oh, I gotta go. My son has a soccer game. My baby mama needs a weave. That is so racist. That is so, and then there's another scene where they're somehow explaining, I don't know, pirates or some kind of Bahamian legend that, you know, Paul Walker is explaining. And then, what's his name? Scott Conn is looking at pictures. And he's like,
I love Scott Conn.
So this is Snoop Dogg here. And these are all his hoes. And this is his pimp cup. And blah, blah, blah. And it's like, really?
He used to be in a rap group. He knows the terminology.
You know what?
Did you ever see 8 Mile? That was based on him.
It was based on Eminem, and I'm not even
one of those white guys.
Scott Conn in a rap group. Like, I'm just not even. No, I don't even want to talk about that.
Scotty Conn.
Oh,
what? Did he scratch to that? Right, and he came out.
Oh my. Yeah,
let me rock you, Scotty Conn.
Was ridiculous. The one thing that I liked about that movie, I can't believe we actually watched the whole thing. But there was a scene where
I enjoyed it. It was so ridiculous.
Scott Conn and Paul Walker are talking about the like, what are we gonna do, man?
And they're underwater, holding their breath at the same time.
No, they're above
punching sharks.
They're on land, and it's daytime as they're talking, and the camera slowly pans around them, like really slow. And by the time it's done, the sun has set, and it was a really beautiful shot. Other than that, that movie can go kick rocks, right?
Oh, it's because you're holding a baby.
Kick rocks.
Can kick rocks.
I already said the F word in front of her. We're really trying not to do that.
I mean...
But that movie was ridiculous, and I'm really upset at that line. It still bothers me. I gotta go. My baby mama needs new weed.
Yeah, they were underwater for 15 minutes. Like,
I can suspend my disbelief on that. That wasn't something that I'm just saying.
I mean, if they're going to handle breathing,
why are you making excuses for that line in that movie?
Because I meditate now, and what I've learned is I'm learning to have patience.
Patience with what?
With just people's behavior.
Well, you're lucky that you have that ability to do that. I was very offended and annoyed by that.
No, I'm just saying that, like, if
was that not offensive to give him that line?
Not to me. I'm white.
What? I'm not asking about you as a white person.
I'm just saying
I'm not asking.
It went over my head
to defend you.
I'm just saying I didn't get it.
I'm telling you what it is. So why are you sitting here acting brand new like you don't understand what I'm talking about?
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm just trying to be... At some point, it has to be funny.
No, well, I don't care about it being funny.
I know it's a ridiculous fucking line, but I got to keep the comedy going. This isn't counterpoint.
What is it now?
Point, counterpoint. You got a moron for a host.
Oh, yeah. Keep the funny. For the love of God, please, let's not lose the funny. God forbid you actually agree with me on some shit and try not to,
Can you pitch this
always
episode to
make it
dear
be-
white people for me? Good Lord. I got it. It's fucking offensive. I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to fucking keep it funny on some level.
Fine.
I'm just playing the ignorant white guy.
You don't have to play at anything.
Nia. I'm the one who said the line first. I was laying there. I go, I got to get my baby mama a weave.
Terrible.
It's terrible writing. I mean, what the fuck?
It's offensive.
It's fucking people jumping. They're walking around all naked, looking good, holding their breath for fucking 4 hours. Do you honestly think that they're going to have Maya Angelou or one of those people in their fucking heads? Is that the right reference?
Sure.
All right.
What else you got?
I don't know. Okay, Norway. When are you
On this
Oh, by the way, you know what's
podcast.
stupid? It was when I was imitating Jessica Alba doing lines like she's dumb. She's got $1 billion fucking company. Where do I get off saying that? Huh? Although my podcast is doing pretty well. If you go on iTunes. All right, Norway. When are you coming to Norway, man? We love it. We would love it, and we need it before we end up like Sweden. Have a nice weekend and go fuck yourself. Now
What does that mean?
we
End up like
traveled. You know what that means?
No, but before we end up like Sweden.
Yeah, you know what that means.
I don't know what it
You
means.
don't remember when they said Sweden? Sweden used to, Sweden remained neutral during World War II.
Okay.
Okay? And they looked the other way and they allowed the Nazis to use their train system to go into Norway and fuck Norway up.
Is that what's going to happen to...
No.
Oh.
Okay? Norway had, right before the war, regained the lower third of their country from Sweden. And Sweden's like, whatever, we didn't want it anyways, or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then during World War II, Sweden remained neutral.
Okay.
Let the Nazis go through. The Nazis fucked up Norway.
Mm-hmm.
Sweden became a power after World War II just simply for the fact that their cities were still standing and they could function in like in a business capacity. Jesus, I'm using some pretty impressive words for me, right? So long story short, Norway ends up finding, and Norway didn't offer Sweden didn't offer Norway any help or any of that stuff. Long story short, Norway ended up discovering all this oil in that land that they got back, I believe, or north of that. Now they're making so much money over there, nobody wants to do like lower level jobs, so Swedes come in and do the jobs Norwegians don't want to do. You don't remember the Norwegians saying, or the Swedish people saying, yeah, we're like the Mexicans for Norwegians?
Wow. Okay.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that at all. When was that?
When the
said?
guy said it to us, I
guy?
thought it was the Norwegian guy when we were in Norway.
I gotta be honest with you, and you're probably gonna jump all over me, but when we did Norway, Finland, and Sweden, like I honestly can't. I don't know. I don't recall which was which country. Because it looked the same.
Do you realize? No, don't try to cover your tracks. Don't try to cover your tracks. Do you realize if you took me to Rwanda,
Rwanda?
to Ecuador, and what is the other one over there? You took me to 3 African countries, right? The Gambia,
we've never been to Africa.
South Africa, and then we
Never
went to
been to
Rwanda. Like, to be honest with you, I know what you're saying. It's a bunch of blue-eyed, blonde-haired white people.
No, it looked the same. Norway, Finland, and what was the other one we went to?
What was the other one? I want to go. You know how much that plane ticket cost me?
Sweden, I love because I love Stockholm. But what were the other 3?
I don't know. Why don't you
was
go get a
Oslo.
fucking globe and spin it around a couple times and figure it out?
I can't remember which country was which.
I always wanted to travel as a little girl. Yeah, here's 3.
Was Oslo where we had that crazy meal, that like 10-course meal, like the never-ending with the cheese at the end? Was that Norway?
Why don't you
Where they
just move
serve
out to
reindeer.
Calabasas and knock on the Kardashians' door right now? Why don't you just do that and just fit in with them?
What does anything that I'm saying have to do with the
What
Kardashians?
was that place? It all looked the
I don't
same.
remember.
Then we ate the cheese.
I don't remember what Finland versus Norway, like what we did, because they were geographically very similar.
All right, I'm gonna have to remind you of these places in a way that your little travel brain
Little travel break.
can remember.
Okay.
All right, Finland
Yes.
was where you got the coat.
Yes. Okay. I remember.
Okay,
that.
now you remember that. Norway's where you got the cheese.
Yep. Okay.
In
Great.
Stockholm, you loved, so you remember
Yes,
that. There you
yes.
go. That's the difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Finland's the coat country.
Got it.
Oslo's the cheese.
The meal. Yeah.
Yeah, we had that 200-course meal.
Yep.
And then there was that funkiest cheese ever, and I was eating it. You were telling me to stop, and my eyes were watering. And
Yeah, I
the
was
more
like,
you
"Don't
told me
eat
to
that."
stop, the more I had to eat it because it was funny to me. All right.
It was cold. I remember it being cold.
Yeah. All right. Paris was the place that had the arch like in Washington Square Park.
Yes, I remember Paris.
All right. Restaurant doesn't accept cash deer.
Cash
Oh, dear Billy Red Tits restaurant. For some reason this is backwards. It says restaurant doesn't accept cash, dear. All one word, Billy Red Tits. I think it's Billy Red Tits. Restaurant doesn't accept. Dear Billy Red Tits. All right. The other day I went to a very trended salad place in Hollywood, and when I went
Trendy.
to, what did I say?
Sorry, trended.
Oh, very trendy salad place in Hollywood. And when I went to pay, I held out a $20 bill, and the cashier said, "Sorry, we don't accept cash."
That's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Have you heard this before? Yeah, on like trains, planes and shit. Planes, I don't think they do. What do you think? Yeah, they're working towards a cashless society. We're all going to be microchipped. And that's going to be it. And
That's
right when they
so
gain
bizarre.
control of all human society, the robots are going to take over. All right, lastly but not leastly, the last question here. Girlfriend wants me to call her daddy during sex. Well, there's a new one. Hey, Bill, I just started seeing this girl. We've been dating for about 2 to 3 weeks. She's smart, attractive. Everybody says this. Career-driven, and generally speaking, has her shit together. She seems like a girl. She seems like a girl. As far as I can tell, she's got all the lady parts that I can see myself having a long-term relationship with. However, recently when we were having sex, she insisted on calling me daddy. I've never been the type to talk dirty. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. Oh, okay. I thought it was the other way around. I thought she wanted you to. Okay, I get. Okay, I see now. All right, well, that's pretty pedestrian. However, recently, I've never been the type to talk dirty because it seems kind of silly and takes me out of the moment. Yeah, you guys are not compatible. If she's going to want to say all this filthy, crazy, over-the-top shit, and you're going to be like, oh, or like in your fucking chi, whatever the fuck you're doing, which neither one of you are wrong. I don't know if you're compatible here. When she started calling me daddy, I was caught off guard but tried to play through it because I didn't want to make her feel weird. Well, you're a good person then, all right? I even attempted to throw in my own lines like, oh, yeah, you like that? But after the words left my mouth, I had to try not to laugh because it felt like I was in a cheesy porno, and it started to affect my performance. Afterwards, she asked me how I felt about it, and I just brushed it off like it wasn't a problem. But on the inside, I was starting to have my doubts. I'm trying to paint a picture without giving too much detail because I know you get all the weirdos. You get all weirded out by shit, but I don't get weirded out by a lot of shit. Is it weird that she likes me to call her daddy? Am I walking into a relationship with underlying daddy issues? Help me out, Bill. What should I do? Oh, I get to be Dr. Bill. So when he's having sex with you, she wants you to call her daddy? This is how Dr. Phil would handle it. Well, most of my fan base is females, so you're the male and you're therefore always wrong. No, I would definitely bring it up to her. It's difficult to bring up something like that with somebody, but if it bothers you, you got to bring it up. I would bring it up, just say, listen, I'm not judging you or anything like that, but for me, you gotta keep it on your side of the bed. It just feels weird. Now, how do you say it? I don't feel comfortable having you call me daddy in bed. Just say uncomfortable. Don't say weird. And then, hey, Nia, I need your help. Are you here? You coming?
I got the boo in the other room.
All right, this guy's with this girl. He thinks she's great and everything. She wants him to call. She wants to call him daddy during sex, and it weirds him out. How does he bring it up without making her feel like she's got a fucking problem?
I don't want you to call me daddy during sex because it makes me uncomfortable. I don't think it's wrong. I'm not judging you, but just for me.
That was perfect.
Yeah, just be honest.
There you go.
But just say, I'm not trying to judge you. I don't think you're weird because I know a lot of people do it because a lot of people do it. But it makes me uncomfortable and I'm not ready to go there just yet. Can we come up with something else?
What if they went different language? Like she said, I Poppy, yeah. Well, you just picture some completely random language. I don't know. Is German random enough?
German?
Yeah, you don't want to go there. Next thing you know, she's taking a shit on your chest. Oh. I don't know, buddy. You got however Nia just said it. That's perfect. Yeah. All right, I'm going to wrap up the podcast here. All right, that's the podcast, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you guys once again for watching Netflix for Family. We got, I don't know, you never know what the fuck ratings you get on Netflix, but they gave us another season, so there you go. I really appreciate it. That's it. Please come out and see me and Dean Del Rey at the Fountain Street Church. Grand Rapids added a third show.